If you love your job, you are lucky. If your job loves you, then you're the luckiest. We, the so-called working class, we never really understand what occupation means. We see it as a substitute for other stuff, uh, financial stability, uh, security, and all those words that we really don't understand. But in essence, a job is more than just a stepping tool for your career. It's basically what you do. It defines you, how you spend your time, because a major part of your life is going to go into work, unless you have a trust fund or really come out of the bosom of wealth or something. Otherwise, you're pretty much going to work your entire life, unless again you are very astute and saving and investing in the right things. But for the majority of us, the rest of us, it's going to be a long journey. And that's why it's important to understand what work really means. And one of a short way to be on the right side of this story is to give yourself enough credit for the good work you do and criticize yourself for the bad work that you do. It's not possible that you're going to have a great day at work every single day. It's not going to happen. There's going to be flops and there's going to be disheartening results. So it's important to find that balance between good and not so good. But at the same time, it's also very important to not pull yourself down. It's not your job, particularly in a professional setting, to discourage yourself in front of others. Don't do that. Like my friend Aditya keeps on telling me that if anything, your attitude should be on the offense rather than defense. Instead of saying stuff that I suck at this or that, which you should be aware of, you should be working on it, but privately, very secretively. But instead of doing that, like expressing yourself very openly about your shortcomings, maybe it would be a good idea to go on the offense and say stuff like, I don't have any flaws. My only flaw is that I'm a perfectionist. My other flaws are I'm very punctual. So these kind of stuff, which sounds ridiculous to some extent, but they will help you in your professional setting. They will. Why? Because when you create that aura of endurance and learning, you'll reach a stage where you decide what your worth is and what where you stand as a professional, as someone who understands the difference between being jobless and joyful. So to strike that balance, it's important that you play the game. And that game is more about you knowing yourself than others knowing you and telling you what you are.